Good day, everyone. First of all, please allow me to say thank you to the fourth ECOMSET organizer who already accept our article and provide me with the time and the media to present this research. Me, Indra Kusuma Wardana, with Theodosia C. Natalia from Universiti Pelita Harapan, would like to start the presentation. Let me start with the understanding of social media. Based on the researcher, social media understood as a group of internet-based applications which content is publicly available and created by user instead of by seller or supplier. In front of you, you'll see loads of social media applications that are very well known and used by people around the world. Interestingly, Indonesians use internet more often than America, Brazil, and India country. The research says 50% of the total population in Indonesia use internet, those including the social media. Let me start with the introduction of our article. Well, the enlargement of social media as a means of delivering information deliver accessibility in various ways with the support of technology. In the tourism industry, particularly rely on the social media as a form of marketing, either through official site or through traveler stories. Those amount kind of information source directly or indirectly stimulates their decision. Well, Indonesia Ministry of Communication and Information Technology recorded that 93% of Indonesians use the internet access of social network through the smartphone mobile device. Therefore, the truthfulness of information from trust source provide an understanding of behavioral changes and belief about information received, particularly information from the social media that they are using. Well, based on that, our research aim to examine the information credibility source information on A. Information seeking motive, a B. Entertainment motive, C. Relationship maintenance motive, and D. Information sharing motive. Those are going to be perceived from the millennial's point of view while they're using social media to aid their plan for holiday. Well, following the background and introduction that has been mentioned earlier, please allow me and my colleagues to present our research design. Well, in the right side, you can see the image of the relationship between each variable that we decide to use. On the left side, of course, we develop the hypothesis. There are 7 hypotheses that you can see that we would like to study and present the finding. Next, we reach into the methods of research. As you can see earlier, we already talked about the 7 hypothesis thinking to support this study. Therefore, this is definitely the application of structural equation modeling in the quantitative research tradition. Of course, to finish or to conduct this research, a set of participant criteria is already been established. On the left side, there are 3 that we've been developed. First is we're using Indonesian traveler that actively use media social to plan spending and sharing their vacation. They has to be an active user and traveling more than one times. This study pressed on the millennial users. So therefore, we targeted the participant to be the millennial. On the right side, you can see that our participant or our respondent reached 69% of millennials. They're divided into 64% of female and the rest is the female. All our participants is spread among the most populous Indonesia cities. Mention of that, Jakarta, Surabaya, Medan, Bekasi, and Bandung. The image on the right side is provide you the information about the domicile and the percentage of the demographic area, including the total of the respondent. Finally, after research design is presented and the method been described, so this article can provide the result and of course also the discussion. Allow me to start with the descriptive statistic to let you know that each indicator appears at the point 3 and 4 on the instrument that we developed reach the standard deviation value below 1.00. This means the most of the respondents have a positive perception and relatively consistent regarding the source credibility, information seeking motive, entertainment motive, and information sharing intention that is already been decided as the variable of this research study. Following to the descriptive analysis, please bear in your mind that we will discuss about the hypothesis testing. If you remember, there are 7 hypotheses thinking that we would like to prove or discuss in this article. The first hypothesis proof that millennial will be continuing to seek all the information for considering purpose. Yet, this is re-support from the previous research which described the credibility of source not having a large influence on user in making decision. Sadly, the hypothesis 2 is rejected or has no impact in influence motive of entertainment. This means the millennial travelers use social media as an entertainment is only as a medium of pleasure in eliminating boredom and feeling free time. This is also mentioned by the previous study in 2010. Talking about hypothesis 3, we accept that the millennial directly share personal information about them to establish relationship with friends, family, and relatives, and travel information obtained from social media can be justified. Well, this shows that content from social media is provided by trusted sources, which have the ability, skill, and knowledge in the information provided. Again, this also support by the previous study who state that source credibility individuals have high trust in the community. The continued hypothesis testing shows that the hypothesis number 4 is accepted. This means that millennials found useful information while searching destination or planning vacation. They tend to share that information because they feel they help other travelers with the complete information or consideration choice. Yes, the other two hypotheses, which is hypothesis number 5 and number 6, as you can see, also the relationship on the image on the right side is not showing the positive impact. Rather, hypothesis 5 has a negative impact to information sharing intention. Well, only 9% millennial wants to share it, while the hypothesis 6 shows that millennials only read or search information from any digital information and people experience. They do not contact the person regarding the content of the information or giving opinion on it. They don't like it, I believe. And the final hypothesis is showing the positive of relationship from the trusted source is making millennials use the information because they believe that source have the knowledge and expertise about the destination. So at this stage, the 7 hypothesis testing already been proved or revealed. Some of them are giving positive impact and some of them are not. Finally, after descriptive statistic, then hypothesis testing been described for you, then we can reach the conclusion. Well, this article titled The Millennial Source Credibility in Planning Holiday Approach to Social Media. This study provides the several information that tells the source credibility has a positive and significant effect for millennials on the motive for maintaining information sharing and intention, but does not affect the motive for information seeking and entertainment motive. Interestingly, entertainment brought the millennial motive, which do not affect their intention to share the information. Moreover, this study explained the need of media social user regarding the content of information on the website. Specifically, this study urged entrepreneurs to make their website attractive, informative, and complete in its content. This is, of course, to reduce the marketing costs while increase the business income. Last but not least, this study inspired a further research to investigate a relationship between a social media application and the travel motivation. Thank you very much for sparing your valuable time and listening to our findings. Thank you again and see you around.